Hey everybody, got a little bit of hair here. Doing all good, but I wanted to talk to everybody about something real. Not last night, but the night before. I called, as you know, you've heard me talk about Jason's mom over the last few years. Um, and I wanted to say this because I found out this is how I got the message. And then we're going to rewind. I called Jason's mom that night just to see how it was. And before that, a year ago, she told my assistant at the time, Janae, um, that she was sick. She said that to Janae. So me and being the person that I am, and I was getting better, from my accident, as you all know. It's been 3 years now. There is something about the 2 year mark. I've been saying that for you to actually get better. But I immediately called up his mom then, and I said, "Man, how are you?" The day I found out from Janae had called me. Um, she, I called up his mom to see how she was. She said it was something to do with some kind of cancer from up north or whatever, from where they used to live. Um, I made sure his mom was okay. I called right away, because despite anything that I may have said with that combative brain, I wanted to make sure, because without her, there's no Jason. Now, I hadn't talked to her in quite some time. Any time that I went over, and as you guys know, I even took that lift with the lift rails and stuff. I still took them over. That was still during the accident time and all that. But that's neither here or there. That just shows the character of who I am. Oh, good or bad, I'm going to be there. His mom was okay as far as I knew, and still is. I called last night. It's been quite some time. I said, "Hey, I wanted to let you know there's a ramp on my place." And I felt like enough's enough. I've been able to talk to her. Let me come and talk to him. Let him know that, it's going to be okay. It's all good. This is how she said it to me. "What do you want? Jason's dead. He's been dead since, I think, January 8th. He was on hospice and everything. So he's been dead for a little over a month." That's how it was said to me. I said, "Well, what happened?" Nobody told me or Janae how sick he was. Anytime I went over, she said they were busy and going to the doctors. I had suspected something, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Jason was 36. For you of those that didn't know him, he was an excellent person. For those of you that have seen my videos and seen that I was upset, I knew Jason for 26 years. He was more of a brother than my brother. Okay? Um, Even when I had a combative brain from an accident and going through those changes in those 2 years, hardest 2 years, I don't know if he was sick then. You know what I mean? I don't know. And so it happened at the worst time because, I've got this combative brain, released, trying to get better myself. They don't tell you all the changes you're going to go through, but you went through them. And so even that year that I last year when I called his mom, she, like I said, she never told me. So I never got really to go over and say to Jason, "Bro, I know things have been rough," because it's like civil rivalry, between two brothers, and things you may have said, like his mom, I'd say she was the overbearing mom. In psychology, they call it the devouring mother. Um, but I always respected her and loved her, and what I said is what I said. There's no taking back what you say or what you post. Um, it just, it tore me up the way I found out, and he was a wonderful person. Uh, I talk about his book that, was me and him. I talked to him on the phone when he was going through something. He made a novel. The novel is Who Wants to Live Forever? Don't worry about the misspellings. Read the book. Maybe you'll get the ideal of the man and what it was like to be in a wheelchair. He was somebody special to me. Jason's mom, even though as we get older we say things, and at that time when I posted everything, this was kind of like my therapy because it was during the height of COVID. You know what I mean? It was right when COVID hit my accident. It was the worst time. So there was no doctors or anybody to tell you things that you'll go through or anybody explain anything. I just had to make decisions for myself, just like the whole ACE thing. Um, but be kind to those that you do love, that you do care. Because I've always loved and respected Jason's mom. For those that don't know, Jason was adopted. And for a woman to take on that talent, or take that on, is what I mean, and take care of a kid every single day. In the end, we got it where it was also, I brought somebody to her house to make sure that she could get things signed, so she was working for a company. Okay, and that she was working for her son, and because it's hard to find a worker that wants to do that type of work, and he needed in-home health care all the time. Uh, but I did everything I could. I hung in there. Uh, I heard that Junior was there. Um, Thank you, Junior, for being there. I introduced him to Junior, and if you guys go back and listen to that story, I had to kind of get that where they were buddy-buddy. I even purposely back then set it up the way I did to because at the time Junior wasn't that guy to he's still young-minded. I remember, and I set it up to where they became best friends, and I knew what I was doing. Um, and because I was moving anyway, so I kind of blended in the background, and we just kept in contact on the phone. I saw him when I could, That was way back then. Junior's got kids, family, lives out of state. I'm glad he was there. I'm sorry that I wasn't there to just hold my brother's hand. So I left his mom a heartfelt message. I meant every word I said. Like I said, he was 36, and he was really something special. And the last 2 years were hard on him, and I really wish I would have been there. I'd have been right there by his side, but I didn't get a call. And his mom had my number. I called her on the phone, and that's how I found out. So if y'all just what the point of this is, if you have wrongs that you want to make right, do it sooner than later, or do your best. And if you said something mean, you can't take it back, and an apology is only to make you, pretty much you feel better. Don't say it. Or if you've said it, do your best to make it right. It's like, I talked to Jay one time. This is back in one of our old videos. If any of you have ever seen us in our videos, I was always making them laugh. We were that team. I mean, when we were, on the phone, we were doing so much. I mean, the videos would last for 20, 30 minutes. I don't even know how long this one's going on. Hang on. 9 minutes. I remember saying to Jason, he says, apologies aren't a big thing. Sorries are not a big thing. And the reason why is the person's only sorry because they got caught. That's it. An apology and the word "it was an accident" is just, those are two words to make you feel better about yourself that you did it. But an apology really doesn't make you feel any better. It doesn't take away what you did, what you said. You going and talking to the person, and I remember talking to a gentleman one time, and he said, "Well, you said this," and I said, "What is done is done. What is done is done. I can't take that back, but what we can do is move forward." You know, and Jay said, "Yeah, because even if you're sorry, it doesn't take away the pain that I may have ran over their foot or something. You know what I mean?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty true, Jay." He said it just makes you feel a little better that or even the word mistake. You know, one of Jason's favorite words was okie dokie. In the end, now I understood why he wasn't making any new videos. I always waited to listen to his retro stuff. And we just stopped making videos. Like, the reason I stopped making videos was there was an algorithm, and uh, I wasn't making money off them, and that's the new thing. And I'm a bit older, as you can tell, gray in there. Um, the point is love the people you're around. Jason's mom was a loving, caring mom. His dad was a loving and caring dad before he passed. I was at least called when he was on hospice, and I went every day. I even got the videos that I sent to Jay about 4 years ago now, maybe 5. I don't. Time eludes me, but that was me. I sent them to him. Uh, I'm going to show you guys some quick pictures. I wanted to show him my new digs, but it didn't happen. So I just wish I would have known. I even told his mom, if you need anything. She told me she's going to be moving. She can't afford to play without Jason. That breaks my heart. But, I mean, it is, I told her I understood in the text, pretty much everything. But now I'm going to show you guys something that, not too many people have seen yet. But this is important, actually, to me, and why I'm doing it. This is me and Jason, and this was actually me. I had back in the day when he had a yellow wheelchair. Hang on, wait for that to focus. So this was our junior year because it says 03. But that's me on the back of his wheelchair. Now I'm going to go forward, I think, or backwards and show you a couple others. That was me throwing the ball for him. And this is, see the ball right there? And that's me on the back of his chair. That's him and his grandparents when he was younger. Him and his cat, Itty Bit. And here's some old photos. That's Jason and the twins. There's one of the twins I took a picture with. So there he is right there. There's where I took a picture with the camera close to my face. Me with some lovely ladies. Who cares about those? Here we are. Here was Jason and me when we were getting dolled up for our dance, and that's how long I'd known the cat. So that's me and Jason, and as you'll see in both pictures, especially this one, it's so hard to get a proper, to get it to focus, but he's actually smiling, and I got him laughing. But anyway, why is that so hard to get focused? There it is. There it is, guys. And see the smile on his face. He was, every time that I was ever, we were always giggling and laughing. We got one more. I think this was years ago. Oh, here we are. Jason's dad. Wonderful man. Long before he got sick. I know I got some more on here. I know I do. Here we are. Me and Jay there. I mean, like I said, when you've known somebody for that many years, you've known him. He's gone now. I never even got to say goodbye. But this was Christmas over at his house. You see him over here. He's right here. Then you see me with the family. I mean, that's how long I've known him. So, that's just it. Let's see. There is a picture of me and a friend, and there's the infamous Junior. He is a great person. I wish I had more pictures in my album, but I don't. So, point being is, everybody, he's gone. He was 36 years old. He was my best friend. He was my brother. I knew him from the 6th grade on up. If him and his family hadn't helped me, probably wouldn't be where I'm at now. So, always be kind, because you never know when your card could be pulled. That being said, have a good day. Live long and prosper.